Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tanks Gaming. Today with another Warhammer Total War video. This time I thought I'd try to do a custom battle, and I really would like to see how the, the Hellblaster volley gun does against a horde of goblins. A horde of orcs, sorry. But I can't figure out how I can stock up my my funds so I can put it in one army, so I would have control all my units at once. So I have to do like 3 armies. 2 will be played by the CPU. I could get an ally in here, so if one of my buddies would play it as well, he can control the other units. I did already try it out with handgunners. That didn't work out at all. They just get mowed down like nothing. But yes, I'm going to try it out. So I'll bring you guys back as soon as I'm loaded in. I think I need to change the map though. So it's a nice open field to see how it goes. So like I said, I'll bring you guys back as soon as I load it in. And I'm back, and we are nearly ready for the battle. I just spread out all my units over here. I'll put them on guard so they do not pursue a bashed up unit. They keep standing there and shooting. Like I said, it's a real unfortunate I cannot spread out those guys because they are played by the allies. It would be nice to have like a real long front with just one row of guns in the front. They are like stacked doubled back a little bit, and well, anyway, we're going to start the battle and we'll see how we do against the greenskins. And you see, the number of greenskins is quite much more extensive than the number of the imperial gunners. Going to speed up time a little bit so they can decide to why is that happening? That shouldn't be happening. They should stand still, actually. They should be the attacking units. I tested it out before and it worked out greatly. That makes no sense whatsoever. So I guess I have to restart. Yeah, I'm going to do a restart and bring you guys back. And I'm back again, and we restarted. And this time I changed it up a little bit. I did one army with the Hellfire rockets because they already have the range and should start firing, and that means the enemy should start walking. Yep, you see the enemy actually did start walking, so you guys can stand still here in a second as well. And don't need to approach the enemy any further. The range of my guns isn't particularly great. However, the Hellfire rocket range is pretty good. It's not very accurate, but they do some damage here and there. And I think as closer they get, the better gets the range, because they can decrease their firing arc. And you can see, they're not in range yet. Yeah, they should be in range, so you should really stop walking and start firing. Which they actually do, which is nice. My units are not quite... Oh yeah, they are in range. And they started firing and tearing down this orc boys over here. The generals are doing their best to inspire the troops. However, the 1st battalion already broke after it take, I guess, some rocket fire, and then the salvo of my guns, which are over here at the forest. In the forest, hidden in the forest, partially hidden in the forest at least. And actually this gun will not be able to fire because there's a little hill in the way. But you see, the one unit is already broken and trying to flee. This unit will flee any second. Doesn't need a lot more damage to do. There's our units fleeing. I could use stuff like this, which helps in what way? Leadership. Melee damage is up. That didn't help. That will help though. Armor piercing damage will be increased. This unit just broke in the last second, shortly before they had melee contact. This unit is on the breaking point, but they managed to get in melee range, which is not that great for me. Do it like this, or is it like this? Nope, like this was correct. So they can start firing into this side over here. Because they still not broken. This army is still not broken, which is not good for me. This army is broken and not a lot of enemies are left in there. And they're just taking way too long to reposition. Those guys are coming back. That's crappy. Those guys will come back as well. Come on, start firing up those guys. You have flanking shots. Use it. Vigor, this one is... trying to increase morale of my units a little bit. So they did start shoot those guys up. The morale is breaking, the numbers of troops are breaking. They're getting flanking shots from both sides. They will break here in a second. The bad thing is, yeah. We are outnumbered and we are getting overrun. Some of our units of our warriors are fleeing, which is not a real wonder. I mean, they were just like troops to man guns. They're not made for melee front combat. But it's working out pretty nicely otherwise. We will see in the battle results screen. I think one of my armies is... could I have used like spears or spikes or something like in the picture here? Apparently not. However, we will see our army was, I think, like 200 and something units per army, and the enemies will be around 2,000 per army. And we will see how much damage we could deal with this as soon as the battle is over. I mean, we're still doing damage. Those units are still on their cannons. They are in melee combat at the moment. But I think those units are fleeing, so they will start shooting again. Pretty soon. Probably not. My general is doing whatever he can. My general just started to flee, and that's the end of the battle. So let's see how we did. So we did deploy 232, yeah, around 250 per army. We lost 144, so we 88 could flee the battlefield, which is the general. We actually killed a Goblet Jaman general, and we also killed. Actually, I think he did survive. But yeah, we did deploy quite a lot, not a lot of troops, and of all the units that he flew quite early. The what's it called? The Hellstorm rocket batteries. This army flew quite early, and those guys are actually hold out even a little bit longer than my guys, I think, because they have heavier losses. And the enemies have deployed 1,700 per army in the two armies, and they have lost over 700. So the cost efficiency to just damage the enemy army is quite good in my opinion. Because, well, okay, the other army is way cheaper, but still, we managed to do quite a lot of damage, in my opinion. I think I like that. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did like this video, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. The links will be in the video description. And like always, guys, one more time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.